Hey, what's going on, everybody? Tyro Investing here with another video today. Today, I'm going to be talking about a stock I haven't really covered on the channel, but it's one of the biggest stocks there is and one of the most successful. Today, I'm going to be covering Netflix, ticker symbol NFLX. So, what are we looking at on the chart? What is the chart showing us? Before I get into that, I just want to say if you guys are watching this and you're into stocks and crypto and all that sort of stuff, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to keep putting out videos probably a couple times a week. I have been for about a couple months now, trying to get to 500 subscribers. I'm at 275 right now, so if you guys are watching and if you could subscribe, that would be just awesome. Really appreciate it. So, with that being said, let's get into it. So, what am I seeing on Netflix? We're looking at high time frames here on the weekly. Basically, well, we can just zoom out big time here. Obviously, you can see Netflix rise back in from 2003 till now. It's just been up, up, up. Awesome success growth story. But we want to look into, is it a good buy now? And what do I think? So, there we go. Back a little bit. Okay, so back in 2021, when stocks were running just crazy, and then a lot of them had huge corrections, it hit a high of 700, almost 701. 701 essentially was the all-time high for Netflix. And then shortly after that, it had some pretty rough earnings reports, and it was actually all the way down to 200. I mean, 700, you could have bought this thing for almost 150. And then pretty much since mid 2022, it's just been a smooth ride up, essentially. But what do I think now? Well, I think congruently you get the all-time high here. We can make this box even a little bigger, I would say about right there. You kind of get this move here to the all-time high in this red resistance box. And we're very close to coming up on that. It actually just hit fresh 52-week highs today, which was about $664 per share for Netflix. So, and if you want to, now that I adjusted that box, kind of just to get this whole move where all these candles tested it above this area but never got out of it, bunch of tests. So to me, that represents strong resistance there. And we're coming up on that resistance again, which was shown to be strong. It 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost a month and a half there. It tried and just could not break above, and then eventually it broke down. Now, could Netflix just keep churning? Of course it could, but that would require a lot of good things to happen, and it's already been, let me pull out the price. It's already been on a almost, okay, yeah, 300% move since its lows in 2022. So a smart investor would maybe look at that and be like, maybe this isn't the time to get in. Maybe this is the time to book profits. Not saying Netflix is going to come back, for a 300% move drop, but I wouldn't be counting on it heading into this heavy resistance for it to continue to just keep churning higher. Could it? Yes. Would I be betting on it? No. So my plan is probably, if I was in this, I would think this would be the time to start scaling out right here. And I think it's a beautiful time. Now, I think another thing you can watch is these moving averages. If it were to go, it hasn't lost, and the blue is, we got blue is the 21-day moving average, pink is the 50-day moving average, and 200, or sorry, green is the 200-day moving average. It hasn't lost this 21-day moving average since October of 2023, and it hasn't lost either of the 50 or 200. It briefly lost it a little bit in October there, and then it lost it in March. So neither of those have lost or even been tested, the 50-day or the 200. So those would be ones where I would actually potentially become a buyer if I was, looking to get into Netflix. I don't think you should be buying up here, especially like I said, heading into this heavy previous all-time high resistance. I think I would be looking to either sell profit up here or just wait for it to, maybe test this long-term trend line here or come back into some of these moving averages. I mean, the 200-day moving average is currently it's 60% off of it. So it's had a hell of a run here since like October of 23. It's been on a crazy run. So I'd be looking for it to cool off a little bit now. Netflix is one of the best companies in the world. As you can see when I obviously zoomed out there. I mean, let's say you just let's say you were just a good investor, you like Netflix, you bought it 10 years ago, you know. I mean, you're looking at almost 1,400% gains. Like this is one of the better companies going right now. And obviously it's shown that its first major correction in a super long time just got eaten up and it got all those gains back. Now, obviously it's very possible we go above this, but I think the smart technical plan would be to take profits up here and look for a 50, a 21 or a 50 EMA test and then kind of assess where we're at from there. Like obviously this 50 EMA kind of coincides with this nice trend line here where I would welcome that. Something around high 500s, low 600s, I think would be a better opportunity to get into Netflix than current prices. So that would be my plan for Netflix. If you guys are watching this and you like some of this content, I like kind of just going over some of these charts once in a while because it kind of gives you a perspective on some of the stocks that have done very well, some that haven't. So I'm going to try to go over a few more of these, but today I just wanted to go over Netflix and let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you guys have opinions on Netflix, I'd love to hear them. I'm not currently an investor, but I just like looking at some of these charts and possibilities of future investments. So, yeah, with that all being said, I appreciate y'all watching and we'll catch you at the next one.